Well, greetings, everyone. Today, I'm talking into the microphone today. Um, Today's video is about men going their own way and how it's really, I think, the keys to the palace, the keys to the kingdom, if you will, for men. I think most men suffer from a major addiction, which is the sense pleasure that they experience with women. You could argue maybe the same thing for women, but testosterone does something funny to men. It makes them think about creation, physical creation. I'm just going to use that in place of sex. It makes men think about physical creation a lot more than women do, like 20 times more. And this is why men are visually driven. This is why men do the physical labor. They set boundaries and limitations and rules and things like that. Um, so the reason why MGTOW, if you don't know what MGTOW means, it means men going their own way. The reason I think it's the keys to the palace is because you have to learn how to go without the sense pleasure, without the sex. Um, you have to learn how to live without it. Um, I'm not saying that you have to be a celibate monk all of your life, but in the teachings of yoga, they talk about brahmacharya, and often that is men going for a long time without being sexually active with women. They go cold turkey, no more sense pleasures, no more nerve tickling. That's probably a better description of sex. It's nerve tickling. Um, no more tickling the nerves for men. I'm not saying that you have to go the rest of your life without having sex, but I think you need to be able to. Can you go 3 months without sex? Can you go 6 months without sex? Can you go 9 months without sex? If you are a young man, I think a lot of this is going to really sound like cold water on a hot fire, or it's going to really shock you, and you're going to think, how on earth can I do this? I know when I was younger, I kind of realized this, but I didn't really focus on it enough. I didn't really work on it. And I think it's really the key to realize that as a man, if you can overcome your sexual urge or control it, much like I talk about in my book here, The Sex Education You Never Received, the better off you can be. I have what do I have here? I'm just looking quickly. Here it is. So, you can see this illustration here. You see, that's St. George, and he's defeating the dragon. He's taming the dragon. You can see the dragon here. What do you notice, though, about this area? He hasn't killed the dragon. He's just tamed it. He hasn't run it through with his spear or his lance, whatever it is. It looks more like a spear to me. So he's just subdued the dragon. That's what you need to do as a man. You need to learn how to live without it and realize that it's only going to get you a certain way. So this is the key. I think if you can learn how to overcome or control your sex urge, you will be free of it. And you can control it and use your creative faculties in a way beyond the mere physical, and you can achieve whatever it is that you're looking to achieve in your life. I think too many men have the issue where they are controlled and manipulated by their penis, and it's tough. I'm not going to tell you that this is an easy thing to master. It's not. It's challenging, but it can be done with time and force and action. And I think the earlier you start on this, the better off you will be. So I'm not saying that you need to be celibate, but one of the things that I talk about is when you have a wife and your wife is pregnant, you shouldn't be having sex with her because it's not good for the baby. I talk about this, I talk about this in my second book, The Sacred Bedroom. So that's it for this video, I think. If you want to get a free copy, electronic copy of my book, which is also available on Amazon, The Sex Education You Never Received, click the link below or visit the link below, and you sign up for my email list. I'll give you a lot of good free content, and my mission is to guide you and to save you from divorce and all of the heartache and challenges and the devastation that comes from divorce. You know, I've spoken with other divorced men who've rebuilt their lives, and they all say the same thing. My divorce was devastating. They recovered from it. You know, it's like the chessboard. If the king's still on the board, the game is still in play. If the king is alive, the game is still in play. So, you know, all the king needs is another pawn. If the pawn can make it to the other side, becomes a queen, and you're back in business, hopefully. I'm no chess expert, but anyway, that's it for this video. Again, please visit my site and get a free copy of my book. And as always, the light in me honors the light in you. Peace.